I've got a man in my kitchen and it's not my boyfriend. It's somebody that the insurance company has sent to lift up my kitchen and bathroom floor, ready for drying out after the great flood. My first job of the morning is to get some Lego out. I don't know what that young chap's doing down there, but it sounds like he's making himself breakfast. I think I'd better go and investigate. I'm having a little spot of breakfast. Crumpets, completely disintegrated in the toaster as usual, wedged in firmly. But I had a nice chat to the man downstairs. He's very friendly and he shares my love for reduced to clear sections in supermarkets, which is good. That brown stuff is Marmite, by the way. Apparently it's a British thing. Only put a tiny bit on. So it's the mistake people make with Marmite when they're trying it for the first time. They think it's chocolate spread or Nutella or something and put it on really thick. It's very, 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 very salty, so you don't want to do that. Just a tiny little bit. The most top Marmite tip. There's a whooshy noise coming from downstairs. I think it must be a drying machine. He's all finished and my house got noisy. That's the dehumidifier. That is doing blowing. It's raising the air up and directing it towards the sucky one apparently. We've got another one of those, which is here. Number 2 blowy thing. It's blowing right at the loo at the moment. So that's going to be quite interesting with a big wafty draft blowing up your legs when you're trying to have a wee. Oh well, I'll tell you how that goes later. But in the meantime, me and Izzy have got stuff to be getting on with. I think I should probably point out at this point now that Izzy doesn't actually go to school. She hasn't been for about 6 years, just coming up to 6 years. She went for about 3 years. She was in, out, shake it all about. Because you might remember a few vlogs ago I mentioned she's got a really, really high level of antibodies in her blood. Really excessively high. She's on absolutely tons of antihistamines all the time. It's one of the manifestations of it is skin flare-ups, eczema basically, really severe. So we just couldn't keep her in good health with the school schedule. She really needs a flexible routine. Anyway, it turns out we'd rather enjoy this whole new world that we weren't expecting to be exploring, the world of home ed. It's been really cool. So anyway, I just thought I'd better point that out, or you're going to be wondering why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing. We've had a slightly disrupted morning, as you might imagine, with the floor man coming, but we're trogging on. Izzy's doing some creative writing at the moment, which she's doing independently. How's it going?
Good.
You enjoying it?
Yes.
Floor update. We've got these pipes coming out of the dehumidifier there, which is continuously dripping down into my overflow hole there. These noisy things have got to be on for a week, if not 2. I'm slightly worried they might set Izzy's skin off because they're blowing loads and loads of air around. It's bound to be full of dust and microbes, isn't it? Toilet update. I've had a wee with a very cold wafty draft going up my trouser legs and it was a most peculiar experience, but it was fine. Time to do some maths now. I need some fortifying coffee.
I had to conceal a burp then because Mum was filming. I'm so professional.
Anyway, we're going to start a new topic, which is volume of prisms.
Prisms.
Woo!
And also, and when I was writing maths out the other day, I did a very good drawing, didn't I, Mummy?
Yeah, you went completely off-piste and it was the wrong shape, but never mind, you were very pleased with it, weren't you? That was supposed to be that. There we are.
Yes, but I'm proud of that. It's in that Doctor Who where the zombie monsters come out and and that's the Doctor. They're just going, "Come in, we are ready for you."
Come on, let's get on.
Okay.
For anyone who's particularly interested, we use the Conquer Maths online curriculum, which I've just renewed, and it was $99.99 for the whole year. That's pounds sterling.
Now, volume is a measure of the space contained in a solid shape.
Basically, we watch the video lessons, which we can watch again and again and again and again and again. First of all, we'll just watch them through, let them wash over us a bit, and then we'll play it again, but stopping and starting, taking notes. And I let Izzy take control of the stopping and starting so she can do it at her own speed. We draw diagrams, pictures, and try and use manipulatives where possible to bring it to life. This is technically the first week back after the big school holiday that they have, and we usually take a bit of a break as well, to be honest. Do a few dribs and drabs sometimes, but mostly have a break. They're not exactly a cube, but they're gonna, for the purpose of this, they're going to represent a cube. So we're just gonna test that this works three-dimensionally. How's it coming on, Iz?
Doesn't look the same.
Does it look like the diagram?
No.
Well, it's a bit squashed down, isn't it? Because these are not actually cubes, they're not quite tall enough. We're going to do some making now. We're going to replicate these in cardboard models. Here's one I prepared earlier. Wahahaha. I've used these before in a group activity. I got a whole bunch of kids to cut out and stick these shapes together, all different ones, and then gave them the task of making a model between the whole lot of them. They made a terrific robot. There we are, that's it for today. We've run out of time for maths, so we'll do the formula bit tomorrow. I think Izzy's adding one more thing to hers. What could she be doing?
Hello, hello. It's Miss Cuboid Bottom.
Oh, nice.
It's Cuboid Bottom.
Okay.
Officially, it's even in the Wikipedia. If it's in the Wikipedia, you know it's true.
She's making it up.
No, I'm not.
Sure.
What?
We're just having a little fruity break. What are you doing, Izzy?
Drawing.
What have you done?
A roto brush.
And what software have you used for that one?
Pop jam.
Revising prefixes. How do you know that irresistible has two R's?
Because the prefix ir ends with an R,
Yeah.
and resistible starts with an R. So if you put them together, it makes ir resistible, and a root does not change the spelling of the word.
Oh, okay. What about the prefix? Does that change its spelling?
No.
Cool. We're going to stop for lunch now. In the noisy kitchen. I think the blower's stopping the dinner heating up properly. It's like cooling it back down while it's trying to heat up. Come on. It's leftover stew it is, but it's kind of looked manky and horrible today, but I think all the potato in it has kind of like dissipated. It looks revolting, but I'm sure it's going to taste delicious. Yeah, I've just tasted it. It was lukewarm and it's been on about 10 minutes already. So I've turned that one off just for now until after we've had lunch, and then I'll put it back on again. Yay, it's starting to bubble now. Woohoo! Oh no, you won't believe what's happened. Look, the blowy thing has blown all the toilet roll everywhere. It's down there now. Oh, it's flapping about. Look at your neck. Oh no, I don't believe this. I've just flushed the loo and there's water just here, look. You see how wet that is? Oh no! Okay, next time I flush it, I'm going to have a good investigate. See where that's coming from. Oh, I hope it's something simple. In the meantime, getting very rosy cheeked in here with all these sucky things out. We're doing a teeny tiny little introductory crash course to Spanish just for a while because we're going to Spain this term, so it seems like a good time to do it. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Isda Squeeze.
¿Qué tal?
Estoy bien, gracias.
I think it might be gracias.
Gracias.
We'll have to check with the app.
Gracias.
Adios.
Adios.
What's this bit at the end?
Blap.
Blap?
And I did it in
That's
the
not
Spanish way, because look, I did the exclamation marks. So technically it is correct. So go ahead.
Blap.
Blap.
The enema's still going, look. We're just going to do our last little bit now. It's 2:45. We're reading this horrible science book. I think me and Izzy are shrivelling up like prunes from those dehumidifiers. Anyway, it's 3:30 and Izzy's going over the road to play with another girl in a minute. She's just checking her pop jam first though. I'm going to flush the loo and see what happens. I've got super water pressure, by the way. I've got an extra wide bore now in my water main to prepare for a very rapid... look. That's squirting up there. Do you see that? That's Izzy dropped off. Right, I'm going to work out my fix-it list now. 2 things I haven't mentioned. My washing machine's broken again. It blew a fuse and I changed the fuse and it just went again. So I'm going to investigate that, try and see if I can fix that myself. Probably not. only recently had it fixed, which was 55 quid, so not delighted to be getting an engineer out again if I can help it. And something else broke as well that I have to fix, which is a pad on that key there, on this here flute, which is a pain. It went yesterday. I am a jobbing musician, by the way. I do a lot of private functions and things on that there flute, so I kind of need it. But I do have a spare one, which is it's adequate. It's fine. It'll do. So I've got to find someone to sort that out for me now. I'm wondering if the pressure's just too intense for it now. I've got that wider bore on the main coming in, because it's coming out of there at the back of that. I wonder if I could just like put a waterproof seal, like some rubber on there or something. I've cut up all my rubber gloves and rubber heat-proof pads and rubber anything to try and patch up the original main when it went. So I'm trying to rack my brains now. What can I use to try and watertight that with just in the short term? I've got some balloons. Have balloons. Oh, for goodness sake, not again. This house is ridiculous. Get back on the bloody roll. It's really not hygienic now to keep that in a bit. I just want life to be normal. This is my makeshift repair with 2 party balloons and several elastic bands. There's a previous layer under there with a lot of very tight elastic. Do we think it's going to stop the squirt coming up though? Let's see, shall we? Holding so far. Holding so far. Oh. I think it might be working. Oh no, it's not working, look. It wasn't that. Well, it was ingenious in its own way, but it turns out that wasn't the cause after all, because it definitely held. It stopped it all squirting up to the top of the lid and then over the lip of it, but it's obviously something else actually. Oh, how annoying. I've texted the plumber. These old cherry toweling squares are coming very handy lately. Time to bail the washing machine out. Yeah, yuck. Now this is a bit stiff if I remember. No, I can't move that at all. Oh yeah, it's going. Right, that's as much as I can do. Can't even remember which way it's supposed to go. Oh, I'm just going to have to admit defeat on that washing machine. It's killing my hands. It is so stiff, even with the pliers in both hands and tugging with all my might. I cannot get that blooming thing out. But it's draining slowly. There's water pouring out of it into the towel pile now. But my boyfriend's coming tomorrow, so I shall ask him to give it a good, especially big tug for me when he comes. Oh, for goodness sake. Look, it's the whole roll off, it's unravelled the whole lot and it's stuck all over it. I'm just going to keep the toilet roll on the shelf. Well, I reckon I've probably filmed enough for about 6 vlogs today, so I'm going to end the vlog there, even though it is only actually 10 to 5 in the evening. I feel like if I'm vlogging, something will go wrong. It's like tempting fate. So I'm going to end it there. So thank you so much for watching this disastrous day with me. If you wouldn't mind giving a little like, it really helps the channel to grow. If you haven't subscribed already and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button and comment your thoughts down below. Thank you so much. Bye!